Mhm. Okay. Oops. Kind of spilled my tea. Spill the tea. Ooh. It looks like it's time to spill the tea. Just doing a little bit of brewing. We're just brewing, sitting, waiting. Welcome, live members of my chat. Welcome. We do not have a paid membership set up here, so it's free. It's all free. So I was just thinking about looking up some music that is without license, like unlicensed music. I have a sore jaw, so I'm massaging it a little bit. I thought I would clear my throat. Thought I would talk a little bit about some breath work. Breath is very important for us to change the way that we're feeling. So let's put this on the floor because I don't have a table next to me right now. Let's see here. So I really wanted to talk about mental security, emotional security, psychic security. Cam is watching. Hi, Cam. I see you. Spill the tea. Yes. So I had some questions that I was putting out. I was just kind of writing them down a little bit ago. And let's see. I'm just going to open up those questions I wrote. So this is a weird question. Psychological security. What is psychological security is really kind of the first question. And I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. So see if I can, not YouTube, sorry. This is already YouTube. See if I can put it on Instagram also. So just trying to think of what I should write for the title. So is my title showing for this? Should have something juicy on it. Should be some juicy tea. Let's see. I don't even know. I'm not really sure what it does for the title while I'm live. But the physical connection for the spiritual. So what did I write? Reaching reality through spirit. That's, I think, a really interesting kind of premise because, in yoga, we talk about uniting mind and body. And this is about reality and spirit. So it's an interesting kind of dichotomy, I guess, because spirit can be very vague. It can be in belief, which is unstable. When we talk about reality, I'm speaking about like physicality. But reaching reality through spirit also has a lot to do with emotional and spiritual healing. The Buddha had always emphasized the importance of getting to the root cause of sufferings, getting to the root cause, the source of whatever it is that we're going through. And so you want to do that. You want to get to the source because the source precedes the physicality. And so, for instance, you have had some traumas in your life and you're being triggered by the traumas and it's causing you to react violently to the point where you hurt yourself or others, or you react abusively where you still hurt yourself or others. Either way. There's a non-physical trigger, obviously, something that was mental, and then there is a physical byproduct because you make a choice. So when it comes to our mental and our emotional, our spiritual security, which is all the same thing, the psyche is the spirit, which is the soul, which is the mind. So if we, on a subtle level, are being violated in some way, like, say, repeatedly, we're being told something that is very nasty and hateful and abusive, this can happen. Mhm. All right, so I haven't gone live on Instagram yet, so I need to do that. I don't know if it's going to make the stream slower when I do this or not. So this is kind of an experiment. So we're just going to see. Mhm. We're going to say on the Instagram, I'm just going to say spirituality versus truth. Oh, there goes my phone getting texted. Probably my friend waiting for me to get on Instagram. Let's see here. There's too many filters on Instagram. Why do we have all these filters? Oh, that one looks good. It's the color correction is so interesting on these. Anyway, so all right. This is this is just so tricky because what do we have as examples for what has potentially violated us on the spiritual, mental, emotional level? Yeah. I almost feel like I should get tarot cards out or my pendulum or something like that to give people a little something spiritual to kind of like tune in on. Let me see, where is my pendulum? I think I just took it out and put it somewhere nearby. Let me see if I can see it from here. Sorry about the slowness, but I'm trying to see if we can get more people in here. So yeah, you'd appreciate tarot cards. Okay, a lot of people do. Let me see. I saw somebody earlier on TikTok doing bone divination, and that was really interesting. They were throwing bones out. It was kind of cool. Hold on a second. I really like the sound of the bones. Hmm. Dang, I don't know where my pendulum went. It'll turn up because I had it earlier. I put it somewhere. But yeah. Oh well. Oh well. So, hey Jay. So I have this, which I'm working on. This is just the beginning of a wearable sculpture. What do you think? What do you think? It goes like this. Oh, just gotta get it straight. So it will have like hair combs in it, so it will be able to affix to the hair a little bit better. I think it's pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty fun once it's done. What do you think? What do you think? You like my diadem? Well, it has no actual gems in it right now, but it's kind of fun. Wouldn't you say? I don't know. It's a neat little party trick that I pulled together with some wire. So it's going to be wrapped in gypsum gauze so that it will obviously appear more solid. But even in its wire form, it's quite fun. I'm savoring the creative process. So yeah, that will be a little bit of a thing that I'm gonna keep on working on. It's I really enjoy it. I enjoy just like touching it. I like the feeling of it on my head. It makes me happy. So, oh. So, all right, the silent mode is on my phone. I don't know. So we have some tarot cards here. We can shuffle around some tarot cards and see what pops out. It's just a cover card. It doesn't have anything on it. Oh, welcome, 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 people, to the live. Finally, people have popped on to the live. Here we go. That cam guy, how's it going? So, yeah, thought I would just start off. Do you like my jab hat? It's coming along pretty nice. My crown, my jab crown. Yeah. I'm really just loving the whole shape of this thing. And you know what inspired me to make this crown? It was AI. AI made a really cool rendering for me, and I was like, let's make it real. So I decided it would be fun. Thanks. Thank you so much. All right. All right, got some cards. So what would we like to read about? What's the question? Let's see. So we're gonna do like a random just for S's and G's to just see what comes up. Oh, okay. 2 cards came out. So let's see what's going on here. So we got 2 wands. We've got the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Let's see. So it's a new venture, initiation, a new project. So yeah, looking towards the future with optimism. and our Ace of Wands. And it's also like, I mean, it speaks of creative endeavors. Yeah, it's also a new beginning, creativity, inspiration, passion. So that's the vibe that it's giving right now. So for the for the gosh, why does the throat chakra mess up during card readings? What is it? Yeah, in the raw form for sure. Yeah, when the gypsum gauze gets wrapped around, it's going to have a whole different kind of thing, a whole different feel to it. So it'll be solid and it will, I think I'm going to make it black and gold. I think that's going to be the idea. And the trim will be gold and it'll be mostly black. The horns will be black. So it should be like a nice black crescent moon coming through my head, which is pretty fun. Some of these wires need to be squished down a little bit more. So I'm actually going to rewrap these wires that wrap around it tonight so that they're a little bit tighter. They need to be a tighter fit on here. So anyway, we've got these cards. What the heck? Yeah, don't get distracted by your hat, girl. So yeah, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands. So creative endeavors. So this is a creative endeavor. I don't know if you are starting a new project, starting a business, or you're undergoing some creative exploration, something that's new, perhaps in the way of art therapy. I've been talking about art therapy lately with people and offering art therapy, and that we can do things like we can do deity creation with sculpture or with paint or, even like graphite, charcoal, whatever, and mandala creation, which probably just want to start with pencil and then maybe ink it in. So mandalas are really great, very meditative tool for some art therapy. Also making wearable art, it's kind of therapeutic. So, okay, and then interesting. We got 2 more cards that came out. Actually, 3. Is it 3? Oh, nope. I think it's just 2. So 2 cards at a time are coming out. So we also have, Strength and 6 of Swords. So 6 of Swords is also about moving on, going away from a circumstance. You're kind of like changing, a change of scenery. A lot of my friends said that they're pulling a lot of cards lately that are about moving, changing locations, get away, go somewhere else. So I am not sure what that means for any of you, but yeah, 6 of Swords is, let's see, what else should I say about 6 of Swords? Yeah, I mean, moving on to a better future. I mean, that's kind of basically what I was saying. And then strength card. Yeah. So move along. So so obviously it's kind of moving in the direction of finding something creative to do that you feel good about, and I think that that's just a recommendation for everyone. It's so easy to do general readings on tarot cards. General readings are probably one of the most honest things that a tarot card reader can do, is the collective read, because when you do the collective read, it really taps in easier. It's not so manipulative. The only person really being that manipulative is probably the listener, who is fitting themselves into it and identifying to whatever it is that's happening. So I'm just going to go through it a little bit more. Yeah, of course, I didn't say a lot about the strength card. The strength card is, just kind of like hang in there, really, just enduring. It needs more context, I'm feeling right now. It needs a little bit more information. So, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. This is like, it was like 8 cards that just fell out. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. So, let's see here. All right, what came out? Oh, more change is the tower. I'm going to show it everywhere. So, yeah, that's more change, obviously. More change. And this is the change that is right up in your face. It is sudden. Can be shocking. It's basically something has just stopped working for you. It's over. It's over. Yeah. It's all about change right now, what I'm pulling out. And that's natural for the tarot because it's aligned with I Ching, the way of nature and changes and archetypes. It's all in the I Ching as well. This is how this kind of divination works. Basically, we just go with dynamics of life, stagnating, changing. Oh, another card came out. What's this one? We have got the moon. So the moon is about cycles. It's kind of a little bit more changing, but the moon also has a lot to do with the subconscious, the mysterious, the underlying kind of like hidden emotional kind of elements happening. Let's see. And I don't know, it's a receptive energy too. It is the feminine. Also, that's the hidden stuff, hidden truths, kind of be like deception, confusion, and I need to trust your intuition. And that's kind of where I bring this also into, what if there are things beyond your ready understanding that is affecting the way that you feel, the way that you even think, the way that you even see the world. Perhaps some of your world outlooks are being distorted, and it's being distorted deliberately. It's being distorted on purpose so that you can fail to actually understand how things are truly connected. So you can be confused. So you can constantly look for guidance and not be able to make yourself well, healthy, to feel wholesome, to feel emotionally safe, to feel that mental security that I've been talking about. What if your mental security is being breached? That's really the question. Has psychological security been breached before we knew that we even needed some form of protection over our individual personal sovereignty? A lot of people talk about doing like magic circles, visualize a golden orb around you that reflects things off of you, not allowing parasitic energies to cling to you, not allowing yourself to be energetically tampered with or bypassed by something, not to be accessed by unwelcome assailant energy, anything that could be possibly bogging you down, draining your vitality, causing you worry or distress. And this is why it's important for us to look at mental hygiene, spiritual and energetic hygiene, and that psychic security. You can call it psychic security. Psychological also has to do with the psychic. It has to do with the spiritual. It has to do with your soul, your mind, your everything is all in psyche. And so we might want to start to question why in the United States does the term psychic have so much inauthentic baggage? Why is it that we have hundreds of people in the United States who are part of families who do tarot card readings all the time and are scamming the public? They are constantly just making things up and telling you, "Oh, I can feel from you. I can feel that you have negative energy. You have a dark spirit with you. You have something draining you, something that's not helping you. I can help lift that from you for only $500. I will give you a cleansing." Like this is very routine. These families have been doing this annoying thieving rip off, like take you for a ride psychic bullshit. So we have come to associate psychic with bullshit a lot of the time, when actually it has to do with your power. It has to do with your being, your mind, body, and spirit, your ability to have intuition about things. So that is important for you to have. Hi, Adam. Our intuition, psychic power, these are things worth having for ourselves. And it should never be something that you get from another person. Don't look for a psychic service from somebody. How are you doing, Adam? Nice to see you. But yeah, it's a crazy world. Gosh, I keep getting so many texts right now. I wonder what it is. I can't go on my text right now. I'm doing a live feed and channeling spirit, which is my higher self, which should be the only spirit that people really want to channel, because your higher self is fucking awesome. Your oversoul, that entity that is navigating the person that is you, is absolutely stunningly divine. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for the compliment. I should make my colors change. I should there's like me in full color. This might be more fun. You can see my little nails job that I did today. I had colorful nails done. They're so sparkle. They're so sparkle. Anyway, yes, let's be our higher selves together. Absolutely, Adam. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. We want to be our better version of ourselves, our stronger, wiser, healthier, more lovely version of us. So, yeah, that is your higher self. That is what you should channel. You shouldn't be trying to channel something else. I say I'm channeling Sophia, but for all I know, that's just the nickname I'm giving my higher self. It feels like sublime wisdom and intelligence and perfected love. It really does. And I'm grateful that I have a connection to sublime intelligence, wisdom, and perfected love. And why wouldn't that be Sophia's energy? Why wouldn't it? Maybe other people channel Sophia too, and that's okay. It makes me want to say there's plenty of me to go around. I know that sounds funny, but that's what I heard. Sophia is big. Yes, gratitude, everyday attitude. I love Australia. Australian attitudes are pretty cool usually. Okay, so I think that was just the world that fell out, but I forgot what I did with the world card. I shouldn't have done it. I put Bindi's on the world card because it's a naked woman. So if I show her little bits like that are illustrated on this card on social media, they can tell me that I'm violating community standards, which is silly because it's art rendering. Oh, I have a lot of cards that have got stuff showing. I mean, here we go. I'm just going to show you one right now. So we've got one of my favorite cards, as it's my card for my birthday also, as a 3, the Empress. I can't move my nail because it shows something. And oh well. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why we should move on to OnlyFans. Everybody should go on OnlyFans. We just need to stop acting like porn stars on it and start like, cooking meals on there. And yeah, Empress is my card for 3. WhatsApp does work. I've been trying to call people on WhatsApp since 8 o'clock. Yeah, what they should censor, they don't. It's true. OnlyFans does cost money. That's the problem for sure. Um, yeah, you can go on there and you can make your account more public, but I think, yeah, I don't know. Everybody can put their own prices. You can do your own price quote. Okay. What's your birthday, Adam? I can look your birthday up and everything. I love the secret language of birthdays. It's really fun. But 'cause my birthday is the day of the long breath. So it's kind of fun. Ha, 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 ha. 1515. What? You have a fun chart, yeah. Mm, what? What's going on? It's I'm trying to understand what numbers you put out there. Were you born the year 2000? Oh my gosh, I'm old. um, my sign, I'm Scorpio. I was born the year of the monkey, and I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio monkey. Someone on my website. Okay, let's see. So, age is merely a number. Yeah. So, you were born, is that December 4th, 2000, Adam? I just want to see if I've got that right. Lots of fire. Oh, Taurus, Earth Monkey. That's cool. It's very interesting. The day of serious purpose. That's what today is. Today is the day of serious purpose. And I'm trying to get people to actually tune in on this topic of mental security because, we have got organizations in this world who are supposed to be looking out for our best interests, looking to protect the public. And it seems like there's been some failures to do that. And I think that we should be asking more questions about these failures to support us, failure to help people basically not just die on the streets. So the inability to help citizens in a country to thrive and be well, and a country whose system is literally failing people and allowing them to pass on by even, they may be clearly medically unwell and they get kicked out. You're a dragon too. Oh my gosh. Karlovna, I did not know you were also a dragon. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Hmm. Earth monkey. I am a metal monkey. So let's see here. Hmm. Somebody else is going live right now too. Everyone's going live right now. Hmm. Well, I might have to run my little event again. This war on the apocalypse, I don't know when that's ever going to end. But the idea of apocalypse has also been part of an assault on our public mind, on our sovereign mind, on our ability to feel safe, on our ability to feel happy and excited about the coming apocalypse. That we should be happy and excited about the apocalypse rather than afraid of it or worried or in a state of terror about it. It just means that the end of the world as you know it, it doesn't mean the destruction. It can mean a destruction of illusions because it means revelation. It literally breaks down to without the cover. It's a Greek word coming from apo and calyps. Apo means without, calyps means cover. So apocalypse simply just means to remove the cover of something. So why should we worry about realizing something? Yes, when you realize something, you will not cease to realize it. It will be apparent. It will be uncovered for you, it will be known, and it will give you the ability to be more understanding about where you're at and what is happening. And for some reason, we're being told by Hollywood over and over and over again by movies that are bashing us in our head, bashing us in our frontal lobe, telling us that apocalypse means something bad. It doesn't mean something bad for us. It means something bad for the people making the movies. I know. It's complicated. And the more we think that we have all the answers to things, the more lost we will be. The more questions we have, the more easy it will be for us to start to uncover some of the mysteries and to realize some truth, especially missing truth, that there has been things that have been withheld that need to come out into the light to be understood. So, you know, the whole idea that church and state operate separately is really a funny idea, and I don't really know why anybody should have a problem with me saying these words because it's historically known that the kings of this world have always worked with a religious figurehead as well. They they share notes, they partake in big decisions with each other. And why is it that we should be under the impression that church and state are different? They're separate. They're doing different things. They have nothing to do with each other. So don't look at church and state. Look at, in your own country, you have a left and a right, and the left and the right fight each other. Look at your country. You have conservative and you have liberal, and they don't get along. And so why is that? That we're to look at these two dynamics within our country among our fellow citizens, and we are to believe what we are told. Just believe. Believe separation between church and state. Just believe it. And now fight each other. How long is it going to be that we keep doing this? We are breaking ourselves on each other. We are separating ourselves from our family members. We are shunning people who are our own flesh and blood because they have a different belief about things. How silly is it to believe? What God on earth would want you to believe? What God in heaven would want you to believe in it if it's much more beneficial for your well-being and for your healing process and for your everything that you understand and know? God would want you to know God, not believe. Because belief doesn't really heal you. Faith can heal you, but that's really different from belief. Faith does not take work like belief. I know a lot of people don't really see the difference. They compare them to each other very much, like they're usually lumped in with each other, faith and belief. But I'm telling you, it's more likely that you would want to see faith as something that it's unwavering. You just have a strong feeling that there is a higher power. There is something in the universe that is advanced, that is beyond your understanding, something that is behind the grand design and scheme of things, something that is beyond the flow and the transition of occurrences in your life and in this world. So, why believe when you can just be open? There is, and it's kind of funny, like if you slowly break down these words, believe. There's pressure, there's a strain, there's a conflict in just the word believe. Believe. Let me be. Let me leave. Let me believe. Do you know what I'm saying? Be and leave. And we're pushed all the time to believe, believe, believe. So this actually suggests that you take leave of being in the present state, of being with God, of being divine. Your divine being has no relationship to belief. Your divine being is. It is just isness. It is that which is your divine being is. In Vedic terms, it is said, Tatvam Asi, that thou art. That thou art has nothing to do with belief. You are that. You are that which is divine. So, why would you allow any petty, mortal minded peasant, serf, nobody who doesn't know your soul, who doesn't know your mind, who doesn't know your heart, why would you let some little crumb on the street, like a street preacher or something like that, why would you let them push you around about belief? Why would you let them bully you? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in God? Excuse me, that's really not a helpful way for us to interact. It's not even a healthy way to be because I'm not able to be. I'm believe. Believe. Uh, it's basically the energy of being uprooted from peace. Belief takes you out of peace. Being is being rooted, it's being present, it's being there, it's being in. You be, you are. And then you believe. You see what I'm saying? Hello, Sage Guatam. So, Sage Guatam is related to the Buddha, so he should know what we're talking about here. The Buddha warns you against dogmatic modes of thinking. It's not even just about like a dogmatism like from religion. Yeah, that's a thing. But dogmatics as a process of cognizing, like thinking, adding things up, having your, you know, I guess fighting your existential battle. We all have little existential battles, here and there. We debate with ourselves about the reality we may be experiencing. If we're wise, we might have that little debate with ourselves. Maybe a lot of us don't make these little debates with ourselves, and instead we are taking everything at face value. We are just going with our impulse about what we think things are like, and that's once again a little bit more in the realm of belief. You're just believing. It could be untrue. You can believe yourself as deeply as you like into as delusional a state as you'd like. I believe that not just one person is watching me, but 1,000 people are watching me. Actually, maybe we'll just say 1 million people are actually watching me. But if I look up at the top, it looks like one. But I don't only believe anymore. I know that's a lie. It's not one, it's 1 million. 1 million people are looking at me talk. And all of those people are working for the government. Absolutely. All of them work for different globalist government. I can go off. I can just keep going on these tangents that are totally like delulu, totally schizo, like just jumping from one conclusion to the next to the next. And we often do that. And this is why a lot of us have anxiety. A lot of us feel insecure because we haven't been able to de-escalate back to the ground of reality. We're believing, and assuming. And as long as you're believing and assuming, you cannot just settle down into the even ground of reality. And as long as we're not able to settle down into that common ground of reality, into that even ground that is just solid and right there, we're going to be arguing because we don't feel comfortable about things. We're going to feel depressed. We're going to feel scared. We're going to feel worried, need guidance, all of that. And it's all just kind of what happens. So I'll get back into a few more of my topics just for the heck of it, you know. So I had already said, did we fail to recognize that our psychological warfare needs protection from assailants, terrorists, thieves, and possibilities of the fallout of physical integrity, health, and overall failure to thrive? What if our minds, our spirits have been so molested by people who control the sharing of information in this world, by people who hoard not only resources, but information, people who hoard data, have actually caused us to grow sick. We're becoming very sick. We're having a lot of problems with our health because we don't understand modes and means and methods and ways to actually connect ourselves to health. Or we are, if you are not emotionally safe, if you don't have your sense of security and companionship with others and feel like you're part of a cohesive network of support, you're going to start feeling unwell. You're not getting your needs met. If you're not getting your needs met, you're going to become emotionally unbalanced. You're going to be depressed, worried, anxious, all these things. So, is it on accident that we're in this state so very commonly everywhere? It's become so normal. Yet nobody has been able to help us to come to a good solution, something that will help us really feel better. And we get pulled around by all of this quackery or all of the con artists in the world, and it's permitted to happen. We need psychic security. And you're not going to get psychic security from a tarot card reader. Sorry. You may get a false sense of security. They may charge you a whole bunch of money for an energy cleaning that may have a small effect on you, but if you are not working on yourself, thank you also, whoever is tapping and liking my live. If you're tapping the screen, I very much appreciate that. And of course, I'm talking to people on Instagram. So thank you guys. All right. Well, I think I might just go now. I know this is not like the most exciting, but it's been a while since I've gone live. It's a little bit interesting, right? Yeah, maybe I'll try a little bit of TikTok in a little bit, but I'm getting tired. I'm starting to get sleepy. Yes, I look forward to teaching you some Saturday yoga camp. And if there's anything ever that you want to focus on in yoga class, then let me know. If you want to work more on legs, on toning the abs, on working with the throat chakra more, I think everybody needs more throat chakra, really. Um, on getting into a deeper state of meditation. I was talking last week about how cool it would be to go to the bathhouse. I don't remember if I mentioned this, like in the sauna or the steam room, you can try cooling breath to see how that works in a hot steam room. It's pretty interesting. You can try cooling breath right now if you'd like, and that involves with either rolling your tongue if you can do it, or inhaling through your lips like they're kind of pursed like this. Yeah, or your tongue. And it looks weird, but yeah. It's amazing how relieving it is to breathe through a rolled tongue. I think it's much better than the lips because when your tongue cools down, it has this crazy effect on your head. Oh, Adam wants to be on the line. Why not? Let's do it. Let's have a guest. Let's go. Can I get you on? Accept. Yay. Hi.
Hey, I'm still there, but wait a sec.
Have
I love the cooling breathing technique.
you ever tried that before?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I actually have tried quite some of the yogi. Hi.
Hi.
I don't think we ever have been on live.
No, I
before
don't.
together.
I don't think so. Yeah.
So I do.
Oh, your tongue whistles.
I'm an owl. I can be an owl.
That is so funny.
Right. So
Mine's quiet. I can't whistle like that.
Right when we were talking about birth chart and stuff.
Yeah.
You were in the year of the monkey.
Yeah. Did you try the cooling breathing that cam guy?
I can't help it. It makes the sound.
It's so funny. I'm trying to make noise now.
My friend, he could do a butterfly with his tongue.
Yeah. I can just kind of cup my tongue. I can't really make it like two rolls at we're just messing with our tongues on Instagram. It's so funny.
There's not many viewers anyway.
It's yeah. So do you practice mudras too? Do you like mudras?
Well, here and there, yes.
Yeah, mudras are cool.
About activation, of course.
Yeah. So one really good mudra that I like to do is the Kalisvara mudra. So it's like you do this first, and then you put your thumbs together, and then you put all your knuckles together.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes like a heart. Yeah, this one feels very interesting. Just get all the knuckles together.
Oh, I can feel the buzz already.
Yeah, and then you turn it. So bring your thumbs towards your solar plexus.
Okay, I need to sit up.
So yeah, you can't see me that good. I need to kind of move my camera back just a little bit. So yeah, so your middle finger is up, your knuckles come together, your thumb is down. Kalisvara mudra. Kalisvara is the Lord of Time. It's the Time Lord mudra. So then you would bring your thumbs towards your solar plexus and you breathe like this. And this should help calm you down quite a bit. It will actually make you meditate. It can actually really get you deeper.
I can already feel it.
I feel so relieved just doing this mudra. It's so relieving.
I feel like I need like 5 minutes of meditation now.
Yeah, that's how this one goes. It's so good. And if ever you're stuck somewhere, like if you're on the plane, it's great for riding the airplane because it just helps you pass the time by slipping into this deeper state.
Yeah, because it gets you like down into your solar plexus and your sacral chakra.
Yeah. I think it actually is inducing. I think it's inducing theta. Did you get a gift or something? How'd that happen? Or that was interesting. I don't know. It looks like I have some kind of weird filter up too. If I tap my screen, I'm getting like these little light shifts. I don't know. Not sure exactly what's going on.
It's interesting. Like I just wrote. I just read the title "Spirituality versus Truth," and then what popped into my head that like occultism and like symbolism and all this kind of stuff are from some perspectives are like flagged as Satanism and as like dark occult magic and stuff. But from my opinion, it's just another source of truth from a different angle on the world.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff we're being prevented from understanding it, I feel like, because once again, it's I don't know, I've been talking about this a lot. The order of the mind in this world has been deliberately disrupted. So yeah, so gosh. Okay. Something's trying to block my throat right now, even from just talking about it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens a lot when I'm doing things like card readings or trying to just like talk to the public.
Oh yeah. It's like it must be like from the 5G or something, no?
Maybe. Yeah, it might have something to do with
they're
that.
watching us, like all of us who has like those higher vibes, and have been called for like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're watching us, but I hope they are not.
They probably are, and they're probably very entertained.
Here in Hungary, they are also trying to make like Chinese face recognition system and stuff. We are basically protesting here against for our rights. Yeah, like prophecies coming true.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us are. So I've been talking about this a lot lately, is that this whole planet is heading towards the cosmic light. We're moving into a higher level of cosmic light. And the only way that the people in this world who've been maintaining power can keep a hold of it is by cranking up the crazy like higher and higher, trying to just like really disrupt and disharmonize us,
Real power comes from meditation and going within.
Right. Real power is definitely within. It is our will and our choice. Like I deal with people lately who are hardcore consumer mentalities. And in that consumer mentality, it's so far off into consumption that they are thinking that in order to fix their problems, they can pay somebody. They can pay someone to perform magic for them.
Yeah, always searching outwards.
They can pay somebody to like do the energy cleansing for them, and all of a sudden they'll get pussy. All of a sudden they'll get money. Like I'm getting people like that coming to me all the time.
It's all about our inner creativity and our inner force of will and like our confidence and
yeah
going for it no matter what.
Right. And yeah, the people I've been talking to, I talked to a man and a woman just over the last like day, and they're both in this very far out consumer mentality. And spirit didn't bring me these people on accident, that I have a female and a male who are both in this completely like chaotic, self-loathing, frustrated, confused like state, like. And they're both like, one of them is like, can you cast a spell for me to help me with my they're both asking for kind of like the same thing. Can you fix my relationship problems? Like I can't.
Some ask for money to do that, actually.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna move some energy, and all of a sudden,
fake spirituality.
People will like them. Yeah, this is the problem.
Fake side of spirituality.
There's so much fake spirituality.
Exactly, like it's all a scam. So much scams out there.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is that So the idea of psychic itself should not be surrounded with all these concepts of con artists and scams and just like jiggery pokery, or like just parlor tricks, like mentalist, kind of entertainment. That's what we're looking at when we think psychic. Anybody who is sensible, or we can assume they're sensible, is going to say, "Oh, psychic, that's garbage," But the thing is, it is and it isn't, because it's our general understanding. We're so like bogged down by like dumbed down stuff. Like, the psyche is very valuable. The psyche is your connection to your soul, your spirit, and your mind. It's everything. So, like, I mean, we can't say psychological without saying psyche. And when you look into it, psyche is a very spiritual thing. So,
that's correct.
I think we should collectively begin coming to the conclusion pretty soon that the psyche and the spirit are one. And this is why
Isn't the psyche more related to the mind?
it's, according to Greek understanding,
Subconscious mind, though.
there's not really a disconnect. And the unconscious mind has been suggested even by some scientists now to be God. Like, it's the most scientific explanation for God is the
I see God as my higher self, and
subconscious.
I see my subconscious as my deep. I don't know. I wouldn't say programming, but
yeah, I think that when we
well, actually, God, it's like never revealed. So basically, and what is never revealed is like the source itself, So it's like could be connected.
when we channel, oh, what the heck? Okay, so I think I got kicked off of Instagram. A little talk just to thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna have to figure out why the live cut off on Instagram, but that's weird. We'll just have to see what happened. Thank you guys for joining me here, and have a lovely night. I don't know how to end it though. Oh yeah, there it goes. Bye.